Hello, my name is Michał, and in this video I'll demonstrate how AI Forms to Apex Assistant by Pretius can simplify and accelerate your migration process. As Oracle continues to shift its technology stack focus, many companies are finding significant benefits in modernizing their Oracle Forms application by redeveloping them in Oracle Apex. This new technology offers a proven, future-proof path with enhanced features and modern development experience. So if your organization is still using legacy Oracle Forms applications, it's a good time to consider migrating to Apex. However, even though Forms and Apex share the common Oracle technology stack, the migration process can still be both complex and time-consuming. At Pretius, we have performed a dozen such migrations in the last few years, and based on our experience, we have created AI Forms to Apex Assistant. It's a tool that will help you estimate your migration project with the power of AI, Kickstart migration process itself with semi-automated conversion, and provide AI assistance to the developers throughout the project. Now, let's take a look at what we will cover in this video. We will begin by briefly reviewing a Forms application example, probably similar to the one that you want to migrate. I'll show you how to convert FMB files into XML ones, and they will act as a basis for the AI-powered analysis. Additionally, we will generate an object report list file, which we will use later to automate the migration. Next, we will use AI Forms to Apex Assistant and perform the AI analysis. It will inspect the original form files, highlight problematic areas, provide helpful guidance for developers, and most importantly, estimate how many man-hours it will take to migrate these Forms applications to Apex. Last but not least, I'll show you how AI Forms to Apex Assistant can streamline the migration process itself. Using automatic code generation, we'll migrate the Forms application to Apex in just a few minutes in a semi-automated way. Now, let's dive into the technical part. I'll show you how to use the tool in practice. If you're not interested in the technical details, feel free to skip to the summary section where I explain how you can access our AI Forms to Apex Assistant and get your migration project estimated for free. Here, you can see an Oracle Forms application example. It's a quite typical customer's form created for a company selling sportswear. It has 5 data blocks, one of them named as customers. It contains different columns like the customer's name, phone number, and the sales rep ID. Other data blocks allow you to drill down into additional information. As you can see, this sCustomer1 data block is based on sCustomer table. It has no where clause, no order by clause, though it does have a post query trigger. Many Forms to Apex projects aim to standardize these post query triggers and create a driving SQL query. I'd like to point out a few more interesting things that we will need to take care of later when migrating this application to Oracle Apex. Firstly, here's the credit rating list item. It has hard-coded list elements, poor, good, and excellent. Secondly, there's a sales rep ID, which is a pop-up list of values named sales rep LOV. This list is based on a record group called LOV6, which in order is based on the following query. Another interesting feature is the demo button. It adds default person named John Doe and inserts them into the customers table. Now, we need to convert this Forms FMB file into an XML one. We can do this either manually here or via the command line. This XML file will act as a basis for the AI analysis and estimating the project. And for automatic code generation, which is also part of our AI assistant tool, we need to generate an object report list. This process takes a few seconds and produces a text file representing the form's content in a readable format. Let's head to the AI Forms to Apex Assistant tool. Here we can create a set of forms that we want to migrate to Apex. In our case, it'll be just one form. We start with uploading the XML file, and the tool already starts processing it in the background. You can also upload a bunch of XMLs in a zip archive. Now, for the automatic code generation, we need to upload the object report list file. It's going to extract all the code from the Oracle form, generate a database package, and give us some bonus features, like removing unnecessary code based on certain rules. It will also provide us with a file showing how to call the database package directly from Apex. After a few moments, the automated code generation is complete and we can download the generated code as a zip file. We'll use it later. Now, the feature that our clients like the most, the AI analysis. Based on the XML files, it creates a report identifying potential problems for your migration. Each form in the set gets a row in the report. So if your forms application has 20 forms, there will be 20 records. In our case, it's just one. A blue dot means no issues, green indicates some evidence of issues, yellow flags potential problems, and the red one, lots of issues. Firstly, AI analysis identifies potential issues, such as WebUtil and host commands. Secondly, it provides details about the form's language, multimedia usage, usage of Java, and so on. Thirdly, it breaks down the code analyzing whether the form is top-heavy. This one is. Next, AI gives clues for developers a clear description of dependencies, error handling, performance, and record handling processes that may need attention during the migration. Additionally, the report gives you the purpose of the form. Finally, the most important info. How long will it take to migrate this form to Apex? Based on the content of the form, AI says it will be 8 days of work. Based on the statistics only, our custom algorithm says it's around 11 days. Something in between would be a correct estimate. We've tried it on a dozen projects and found that the accuracy of this estimation is 90%. Now let me show you how AI Forms to Apex Assistant helps the developer streamline the migration process itself. We'll perform the basic migration of our example in just a few minutes. However, if you're not interested in such technicalities, you can skip to the summary part of this video. We'll start with creating the driving SQL query. Here's the AskCustomer form on which we'll base the new Apex application. Let's hit the Generate button. It sends the request to AI, a large language model, and generates a query based on the post query trigger and the original columns. We'll use it to create the new application. Now, in Oracle Apex, we're creating a new application with an interactive report and a form based on the AskCustomer table. Let's click Create Application, and in a few seconds, the basic application is complete. Now that the application is ready, let's change it to use the driving SQL query from before. We paste it and make a few adjustments, like changing the sales rep ID to an alias. Let's compile and run it. Here's the application. Let's select the columns which we want to show. For example, let's bring the sales rep name toward the beginning, making it easier to locate. Once we are satisfied with the layout and it closely resembles the original Oracle Forms, we can save it as our primary report. In this example, the customer is named Amelia. Both the credit rating and sales rep ID fields are currently set as text items, but we want to convert them into list items. First, we change the fields type to a select list. Then we set the list of values to an SQL query. Our automatic code generator has already created the necessary files. Here's 1300 lines of code converted from Oracle Forms to a database package. On top of that, we get Oracle Apex code that can be copied and pasted into the new application. Let's search for credit rating, and here's the query that we can use. As you can see, it compiles correctly. Let's do a similar thing for the sales rep ID. We start with changing the fields type to select one and the list of values to an SQL query. Then we check the code created by the automatic code generator. Do you remember the LOV6 record group from the original Oracle Forms app? Let's search for LOV6. And here's the code that we can paste into the new Apex application. Let's pick the display name first, then the ID. Let's save it and refresh the app. As you can see, here's the select one field for the sales rep ID and the select list field for the credit rating. The last step is to recreate the demo button. Let's go back to the original page and create a button labeled demo. This will be a hot button that submits the page, so we also need to create a process to handle this action. In the PL SQL code created by the automatic code generator, let's search for demo. It seems that we are looking for when button press 0035. Here's the code that we need. Let's copy it, paste it into our new process in the Apex app. We quickly run a compilation check and it compiles successfully. Let's refresh the app one last time. We can see 5 records, and when we click the new demo button, it creates another record with placeholder data on John Doe. After just a few minutes, we have a new Oracle Apex application recreating the features of the original Oracle Forms app. These few steps demonstrate how AI Forms to Apex Assistant helps the developers with their work, speeding up the whole migration process. Let's sum up. AI Forms to Apex Assistant takes your original Oracle Forms files and lets you estimate the length of your Forms to Apex migration project with the power of AI and then speeds up the migration itself with automatic code generator assisting the developers. AI Forms to Apex Assistant is a custom tool created by us at Pretius, but you can benefit from it too. We'll be happy to provide you with pre-project estimates, and such consultations are always free at Pretius. Simply send us your FMB or XML files. If you don't want to share the original files and sign the NDA, we also offer the Oracle Forms XML randomizer tool. It anonymizes all sensitive data before you send it to us. Just convert your FMB files to XML, use the randomizer, which you can find free on GitHub, and you're good to go. However, keep in mind that while data anonymization won't impact the migration time estimates, it limits us to statistical evaluation. Additional AI-driven analysis won't be possible. So if you want to get rid of legacy technologies and migrate forms to Oracle Apex, there's no need to wait. Just let us know and use power of the AI Forms to Apex Assistant. You can drop us a line at hello@pretius.com or use the contact form at pretius.com website. You'll find all the necessary links in the video description below. Thank you for watching and see you soon.